Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Well, we hardly need reminding, Jim, of the strengths of David Beckham. He could play a huge part in the outcome of this game.
Yeah, he's one of a kind, isn't he, Peter? No one could match his accuracy.
Oh, smashing header! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Syria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Spain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Baresi gets over and intercepts. Now it's Hullet. Ball swung, up he goes! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Rijkaard. Belletti just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to pass it through. Gattuso. Tonali. And he plays one through. Oh, look at shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Hullet really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Yeah. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's riveting her. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Tonali can so cleverly bypass the press. Now it's Hullet. Looking for the run. Played into space out wide. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rijkaard. And it's Belletti. Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good.
Chance for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That pass isn't the best. And it's played in. That's an excellent interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Pelé. Knocks it into space. Shot could be on. Climbs up big against the crossbar. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Syria find a position of real strength now. Rijkaard. And now the breakaway. Cafu makes the interception. No way through there. Oh, he's found support out wide. And this is Hullet. Oh, he's got shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's had it taken off him. No way through, so back it comes. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Half-time getting close now. And he was quick to react. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pele. Rijkaard. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. Lovely pass. Can he finish? Great football, shot and save.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
This possibly the last play of the half. And we hit half-time. Oh, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might go even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Syria are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And the game has already resumed here. And he's in on goal. Gattuso. Now it's Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now here's the... And a chance! He's got a goal! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Pele really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Spain give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. He's a sharp little ball here. Now, can they get him away? Crosses it in. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Mohamed Salah. Cafu. Spain appear to be happy to let their front players... He's having a shot! Goal! And they are cruising away.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Syria blast themselves... Oh, shooting chance! Now, how often do you see that?
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Belletti. Played out to the left flank, and this is Hullet. Dani Olmo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Gattuso. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh. He's had a shot! Mohamed Salah. Looking to play him in. Oh, super ball! He's having a hit! Rijkaard. Belletti. Pele. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's a good spell of possession, this, and he's managed to get free. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Mohamed Salah. He's cut it out. Beckham.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Neymar is onto this. And the shot! Another special Neymar moment! A finish right from the top draw. It could be a lifeline. Two more needed. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Syria can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Neymar. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Bruyne. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Batistuta. Opts for safety. It's Belletti. Some good work on the right flank here. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Yamal. Decent chance! And that would have won it.
Well, it was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And this is Ronaldo. Threads one in. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pele is offering some sort of an apology. There's the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Delivers the ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Yamal. Has a shot! He scored! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Syria grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. He's shifting through the gears here. Stood up well to him there. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And again! He scores! Players ecstatic. Fans delirious. This is utopian. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Rummenigge takes control of it and he's on the move. Tries a shot! It's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
21.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Substitution in progress.
And the referee brings it to a close. Syria really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Rummenigge picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
With the father of a boy in a yellow
What are your thoughts on
t-shirt.
today's game? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
The Dutch have a great heritage of producing some of the most talented strikers, and this one has it all.
The one and only Marco van Basten.
A score of outrageous goals.
Have you played against him, Jim?
No, maybe just as well.
And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that is one way to stop him. Damian. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Tonali. Pele. Nicely weighted ball. That is good alertness. Rummenigge. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Messi. Tonali. Looking for options for movement. Out to the right. There's a sharp little ball here. Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's a goal! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
After 14 minutes is
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
That's positional goals, the utilisation.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That's an excellent interception. Syria are looking to go forward now. That has ended up in no man's land. And this is Messi, and he's away. He's one-on-one! That has been slung wide. That's very neat. Turns and goes back. Oh, it's a great ball here. And he was alert to it. Look at the and Messi! Rafinha. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Ooh, can he get onto this? The message is clear. None shall pass. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Van Dijk is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rummenigge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Varane cuts out the pass. Gattuso. Rummenigge. Aimed beyond the defence. It could be in here. Tonali. Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Van Basten. He's through here. Cafu deals with that comfortably. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pele. Well read. Nice interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tonali. And he's there to retrieve it. Rodri. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pele. Oh, that's well spotted. Rafinha. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Oh, somewhat off target. Now it's Messi. Pele. Gattuso. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
there will be
Neymar.
1 minute at a
Oh, it's a
time.
promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's half-time here.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Syria go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. Cristiano Ronaldo! I've fallen loose again! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
A case now of complete control. Gattuso, now it's Tonali, and Dijk gets across and deals with it. Darmian, Rafinha, Rodri, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Van Basten. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
The Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Gattuso picked out brilliantly, looking to play him in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cafu goes for the shot. Lacking in accuracy.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Not going to make any further progress now. Haaland, Roberto Carlos, Odo. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's going to go a long way. But they've got it again. Played back. And that's a chance for a shot! They
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Zola, chance here to counter. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Tonal.
It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Syria are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Can he spark a counter here? Otto cuts it out. Spread out to the left. Now it's Barella. Haaland providing an outlet on that flank. Tonali. Syria have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cafu, big header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Zola certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Cafu aimed beyond the defence.
Shot goal!
Tonali,
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Rummenigge, given the lift of his goal. He's a sharp little...
Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's there!
A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Syria find a position of real strength now. Not the most accurate pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. 15 minutes till half-time. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rummenigge. Shot could be on. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Syria with the corner, there first. And he gets rid in a hurry. He's played it back. And it's Tonali. Out towards the flank. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Could move up a gear here. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. That pass isn't the best. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Syria heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And that's definitely not his best. Zola is always playing with one arm.
Cristiano Ronaldo! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having...
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is